Hey, did you dirty? What was that rework in EX Plus, man? Hopefully they had an LD in mind for you too, bruh, but you're just looking real sorry right now, man.
They just don't love you in this game, homies. Hopefully you get an LD soon. Something. Please. Please.
Hey YouTube, wow, Vivi just got confirmed to be getting an LD, out of nowhere as a global first LD. That's what they're doing now. No more global first. I just wanted to put a video out there, kind of my speculation and analysis, having played JP through Lufenia and keeping up with content. Just kind of my thoughts on how Vivi will perform. I'm already gonna just pity him just because he's so new and interesting. Definitely already. I was, as you saw in the beginning of the video, I really clowned myself by jokingly trashing Vivi. I mean, I really believe that, but then a couple hours later, they go and reveal this. I am taking full credit for speaking that into existence. You can thank me later. Square Enix, please give it to me on the free pull. Anyways, I just wanted to look over his kit. I'm putting his slide from the description on the screen, but I'm not really gonna talk too much about that. It's just so you can have it while I talk. I'm going to be talking about his kit more from a how will he be useful in various Lufenia fights. Let me. I thought about making a sarcastic video at first, but I'll just get the hot takes out of the way. No, Vivi did not invalidate Zand or Leon or any other dark unit. He didn't invalidate Strago's damage. He's not a better Lulu. He doesn't step on Ignis's toes. He's not awful. He looked very, very good. Any of those takes are going to age very poorly. Stop saying those things in public. That's to the extent of the hot takes I've seen. But sure, go off, guys. Y'all are all pulling for him anyways. I don't want to hear it. Anyways, he's got that interesting HP consumption mechanic, which could be potentially a double-edged sword in HP spam fights, but as long you have control over how often it goes off, you can gauge at what thresholds things are going to happen, and along with recasts and the like, it shouldn't really be a big problem. The main things I'm thinking of that Vivi will be useful in are things such as Zand's Lufenia, and I know I said him encroaching on Zande. Mino's gonna correct me on that. Zande. That's a hot take because you can honestly use them together. You can stack the enchants. That's how this game works. Whoa. But Vivi will definitely be a very fantastic unit there. That fight is very tough without Zand. So if you don't feel like pulling for him, I personally am because I haven't used him in global. So yeah, that's definitely a pull for me. But when I said I did use him in global, I meant JP. I didn't use him in JP. I'm gonna use him in global. Anyways, the orb there is just deal dark damage, and so Vivi's gonna be able to handle that very readily, just by nature of being a pure dark damage dealer. Still gonna be tricky, but he's definitely probably gonna be a better slot than Realm, I'd say. So that hurt Realm stonks a little. Rip Foresight. Vivi's dark damage is also going to be very good, and this is what I'm really thinking of for the boss rush that comes with Dark Cecil's LD. I think it's it's one of the waves requires dark damage, so Vivi can really just spam his skills with no problem there. He's actually going to work very well with Cecil, very well with Leon. Those guys, well, plus minus Leon, because Leon doesn't like his HP dropping, but if you heal after the turn, I mean, team building, it'll be interesting, but there's another place Vivi should be really good. If he's still sticking around by the time Divine Alexander comes out, which is also a darkness orb, then he should be good there too. Those are the places I'm thinking he's really going to shine as a primary person to deal with the orb. But other than that, he is going to just do a lot of damage, period. His damage is definitely competitive with current damage dealers right now. Strago, Arden, incoming, no, an 8's too off for comparison because that depends on how the boss acts. Any AoE damage dealers really. He's gonna be. I don't think Gao's Lufenia absorbs, and I'm gonna be tossing up videos from Lufenia.decidia.dev just from Rem's what do you call it? Compilation records of the Lufenia bosses, and I was scrolling through there right when Vivi released, and so he won't be usable on. Well, actually, the Fire Imperial should override it, but Kurisame's Lufenia is Dark Absorb, but you need ice damage, so I can't really see why I'd use him, but he could still work. Gao's Lufenia, what I'm thinking of, he is going to just tear them apart with his AoE. I mean, it's 100% AoE, which is just insane. So as for damage races, he's going to just slaughter. It's going to be hilarious, honestly. Very good DPS. Like I said, I'm pulling for him. There's not really any fire users that can take advantage. I mean, Jekt, but no one's using Jekt. Sorry, Jekt, you're bench, buddy. So are you, Lulu. He's also going to work very well with Shantoto just because of her Omni Imperil. And if you ever burst, stacking those two is just going to be a truck ton of damage. Hilarious. And I guess for units that have HP conditionals, he's not going to be too good. But otherwise, yeah, Vivi definitely has potential. He's going to be able to handle definitely the Dark Orbs that are Xande, and Cecil's boss rush. So if you're thinking about his future prospects, those alone are providing value and potentially saving you from pulling, maybe. Although, speaking for myself, I plan on pulling both Xande and Dark Cecil anyways, so it doesn't really matter, but he's going to be very, very good. And I am confident saying that in public. This is a take that will age well. I remember a bunch of people saying how bad Aranea looked when she released. Same with Beatrix, and look how those turned out. So stop. For the global players who are getting a taste of speculating on a character as soon as they release, just enjoy the bad takes. It's always fun to watch. But JP side, we're used to seeing that takes that age horribly, like I don't know, Vayne being bad. I mean, I think what's funny, they give Vivi Last Stand for some reason. That is gonna baffle me forever. I guess it's to counteract the fact that he hurts himself. I can't see any lore reason. I know the lore behind Doomsday because it hurt your enemies when you use it. But man, I just, and he's gonna come out in JP with LD boards. And let me say this right now. I was looking at the JP chat's reaction in main chord when this happened, and the reaction was, "Oh, great." Or maybe I'll go play global to check this out. Or I can't wait for it to happen in JP. No one is mad. Stop making stuff up. It's crazy to me how that happened for RNA, that happened for Beatrix. People are like, "Oh, JP players are so mad." No, we're not. We're just one, I play both, so I can take the best of both. But it's just when it comes out in JP, it comes out because we're used to all the other characters coming out first. That's such a dumb point. But yeah, to recap, Vivi is going to be solid in Xande, Lufenia for sure, and for Cecil's boss rush. Can't really see him fulfilling any other orbs besides that. The only fights he's really going to get taken out of and that are dark and fire absorb is just Kieran's Lost Chapter. So if you see anyone, because that absorbs both fire and dark along with ice, water and earth and wind. Not a very element friendly Lufenia. But other than that, if you keep saying, "Oh, Strago's dead," that's just a bad take. That's a dumb take, and you should not be listened to. I played myself laughing at Vivi, although I can also say I spoke it into existence, and I will be taking credit for the latter. That's all I got. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like, and check out my tier list that I plugged earlier because it's great information. All right, y'all. Peace.